Next stop on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour brings us to brings us to Twin Ring, not Twin Ring Motegi, excuse me. This is Suzuka, Japan. Here, the Suzuka Road Course. As we're here today for the Japanese for the Japanese Twin 100s. As we're set for 10 laps of racing in each dual race here on this 3.7-mile road course. Yes, this is the longest road course we're running on this season, by the way, too. As here's the starting line for today's race here. This is the last dual race that we're running this season as well too. And frankly, by the way, we're going to get rid of the dual races indefinitely, by the way, for this season, by the way, too, because this is not working out at all. Interesting idea, but this ain't working out. On the pole for this race here today is Nikki Martinez in car number 42, the Mikasuki Lounge Pontiac. She's alongside car number 97. It is Zach Winkle at the wheel. Hey, alongside Martinez, by the way, is Zach Winkle in car number 97, the John Deere Ford. Second row is car number 12, Mitchell Collins in the Pennzoil Dodge. Finished the race second at Darlington, the last race in the tour. He's alongside car number 52. It's Mason Wood in the G Fuel Dodge. He had a top 10 at Darlington as well. Next row, he's car number 14. It is Matt McIntyre in the Advanced Auto Parts SKF Ford. Two-time winner this season so far. He's alongside Nathan Hudson in car number 18, the Interstate Barriers Chevrolet. He won a season at the 600 at Charlotte. Next row has Ty Dent in 76 and number 30, Ryan George. Next row down sees Kate Anderson, who won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona this season. She's alongside car number 41, Taylor Gertis in the Sheets Chevrolet. Next row as number 59, Zachary Fitzwater in the Marina Fox Foundation Dodge. He won at Talladega this season. Next row down, alongside of him, I should say, would be Rob Evans in the number 19 Napa Power Ineos Motorola Chevrolet. Next row down, Cassie Dent, number 84, and beside her, Jake Emerson, 01. Next row is car 17, Jesse Turner, and number 70, it is Kat Batson. Next row, number 91, Jordan Anderson, and number 4, William Brock. And starting shotgun in the field will be car number 8, Matt Haas, and beside him will be car number 48, Jay Jefferson, in the Pizza Hut Chevrolet. And the commands have been given for the engines as we get set for race number 1 of the Japanese Twin 100s here at Suzuka Raceway. As the field rolls off, we'll be ready for the start right after this. Pace car's already off pit road here as the field comes down the front stretch here, and we're set for green flag racing. We're set for green flag racing. We are underway here at Suzuka Raceway. Through turn number 1 they go here as Nikki Martinez and Zach Winkle side by side here. See who has the lead as they come off the S's here. Depends on which line it depends on some ways on which line they run through this area. Martinez appears to have the advantage at the moment here, but Winkle's falling. Winkle is staying right with Nikki Martinez this whole time. And Zach Winkle's going to jump out in front here in car number 97. He'll take the early advantage. As Winkle, who's had kind of a miserable season this season so far, can use a pretty good run at number 97 John Deere team as he comes off the corner and now on to and hitting right for this very tight hairpin here at Suzuka Raceway, and to me like everybody came off of it very, very well. Looks like yes, they have. They come off that corner. Martinez trying to keep it close here. Winkle rounds that turn here. Martinez is in second position. Third is Mitchell Collins. Fourth position right now is Mason Wood. Fifth position. Oh, and Martinez and Collins got together a little bit coming off that turn. And Mitchell Collins now moves into second position now in car number 12, or tries to takes out the second position, and he will do so. Cuts in front of Martinez to do so. But right now, Zach Winkle's got them all covered as he jumps out in front, coming off as he rounds to that last corner. 145 miles are off that corner, and now he comes down the front stretch. See how fast Winkle goes, and he'll take that first turn at 180 miles per hour, and he'll go into turn number 1 at about 95, back down to about 68 miles an hour going through that corner. Winkle leads the first lap here. Martinez and Collins are back at it again for second place here as Martinez is not giving up. Nicky Martinez was the pulse over this event, though, but Winkle got a very good start on her. And they ran side by side through the S's here until finally Winkle got the high line, finally got that line working for him, which looks like Collins may do the same thing now. There he is going through that 12 car and comes through that corner well. Martinez gets a little bit wide coming off that corner, and now close back up in on Collins in that bright yellow Pennzoil Dodge, but Collins has that preferred groove, and he'll keep that spot now. And again, they go down through that very tight hairpin. See, Taylor Gertis and Zachary Fitzwater run right there side by side. So does Jordan Anderson and Cassie Dent. And back to Zach Winkle, who stays in front here. Mitchell Collins in second place here. Third is Nicky Martinez. Fourth position right now is Mason Wood. Fifth is Matt McIntyre. Sixth is Ty Dent. Seventh right now is Nathan Hudson. Eighth position is Kate Anderson. Ninth is Ryan George. And 10th is Zachary Fitzwater as he's passed by the 41 car of Taylor Gertis. Round through that last corner here, and the yellow flag's going to be flying for the first time here today, here at SUZUKA Raceway. And not sure what that yellow flag is for, though, but Zach Winkle takes the early lead here. We'll be back for here. We'll see what happened to cause the yellow flag. So here's the cause of the yellow flag. The fly on the second lap of this race here. It's Matt Haas in car number 8 and 4 car of William Brock. Haas trying to make a pass on Jordan Anderson for that spot here. That's number 91 here. Haas gets loose, come off that. No, he did not get loose here. He gets dumped by the 4 car of William Brock and sends Matt Haas hard into the wall. And that is the point edge of the guardrail that he nailed. I mean, big time nailed. Real time. I mean, that hurts. That hurts just sitting here. So 2 cars are out in this dual race here so far. Here we, of course, obviously Matt Haas out, and Zachary Fitzwater had a gearbox failure on his number 59 Marina Fox Foundation Dodge, and he's been knocked out of the race here. Here, Fitzwater was running 10th when that all happened too. So bad luck there for Zachary Fitzwater to win this season at Talladega, where, by the way, I think we'll be going to next on the tour. Yes, we are. We're going to Talladega next on the tour for the Die Hard 500. So quite a contrast going from this scenic Japan road course in Suzuka to one of the popular super speedways down in Alabama. So it'd be quite a trip to go. Anyway, it is Zach Winkle leading this race. Second is Mitchell Collins. Third position right now is Nicky Martinez. Fourth is Mason Wood. Fifth position is Matt McIntyre. Sixth is Ty Dent. Seventh position is Nathan Hudson. Eighth is Kate Anderson. Ninth is the 30 of Ryan George. And 10th is Taylor Gertis as the green flag flies back out. We're back underway here at SUZUKA. And Mitchell Collins gets a good start right there on the 97 car of Zach Winkle as they go through turns 1 and 2. And Collins got off the wall a little bit right there, and oh, somebody's on the. Whoa, 3 wide going into the S's there between Hudson, Evans, and Emerson. That is a boy, very tight going to this area right there as they go down through this area. Oh, and Kat Batson is off course a little bit in that number 70 car. She drops back to the back of the pack here as they come down through this area. Jay Jefferson trying to make a pass on Nathan Hudson in the 18 car. Here they come toward that little tight hairpin. Evans and Emerson side by side. So it's Jefferson and Hudson. They're side by side. So it's Dent and Cassie Dent and Jordan Anderson. And Cab Batson caught up and passed the 4 car of William Brock in that area as well too. As we watch Rob Evans and Jake Emerson going at it for position. That's 12th and 13th, and throwing 14th place Jay Jefferson at mix 2. And well, he and Emerson got a little together going through the area and pushed Emerson up on the rumble strips. They come off that corner right there, now on to the last corner of the racetrack here. Meantime, Mitchell Collins has fallen way back, though. He's now back to he's now dropped from 5th to 8th position now. And meantime, Zach Winkle's also lost a lead, though. He lost a lead, too. Who's leading now? It's Nicky Martinez, the pole sitter, is now leading this race. Car number 42. So we've been watching the battling back there, and we kind of didn't see what all's been happening there in the. Oh, Martinez and Matt McIntyre's off course a little bit here. Almost got the wall, and jumps out right in front of Taylor Gertis in that 41 car. Gertis about rear into the 14 car of Matt McIntyre, and that's dropped him back now a bunch. He was second, and now And now here they come toward the hairpin. Martinez breaks for it. So does Mason Wood. Mason Wood now up to second position now. And he's able to close up on Martinez in this area. And there's the last 3 cars right there. William Brock, Kate Anderson, and the 70 car of Kat Batson. But we're about 6 lap. Well, we are about to complete the 6th lap of this race here. Nicky Martinez is the leader. Second position is now Mason Wood in the G Fuel Dodge. They go through this. They come down through this area here. Martinez keeping it smooth at this point of the track now as they go through turns. as she comes down off the last corner here. You saw the speed on Mason Wood, 182 miles an hour going into turn number 1. As we mentioned, back down to under 70 miles per hour going through that first corner area. And now they head up toward the SS area. They go through there in second gear, and they go through this area in second gear, the SS, I should say. Most of this course they can go through in second gear, except that you probably have to shove it back up in the first gear in a couple of places. Here at this long course of SUZUKA Raceway. Martinez gets off course, but Mason Wood way off course now. Same with Zach Winkle in the 97 car. And Wood keeps second position, but not for long. Here comes Matt McIntyre in the 14 car. It's on the outside of Wood, but nothing doing here. Wood keeps second position for the time being. And now here they come for the hairpin. Oh, 41 car Taylor Gertis got a little bit loose right there. Here comes Jesse Turner in 17 to the low side. but does not make the pass there, and Gertis keeps the spot for the time being. There's positions second, third, fourth, fifth, and on the screen right there. Mason Wood in second position. Third is still Matt McIntyre. Matt's won twice this season. He also has a dual win, I believe, too. No, he doesn't. Actually, he does not have a dual win. Actually, he doesn't have a dual win. He has two wins that are both single, or single race points paying wins are. But the two wins Matt has are at Colorado National Speedway, a short track, and on the Super Speedway at Michigan. That was Matt's two wins. Yeah, he sits in the bottom 20 in the points, by the way, too, going in this race there. If in the races he does not run strong at, though, he usually runs. He's been kind of mediocre to some extent this season. However, Matt's trying to salvage something this season. Though he does have two wins, so he won't be skunked this year in the win column. Comes off that corner. Now McIntyre trying to work on Mason Wood, but meantime Taylor Gertis. Whoa, McIntyre way off course again, coming through this area, and saying so does Ty Dent, so does Mitchell Collins. He's also way off course. They're coming through this area pretty darn wide. They're off the S's. There you see now going to the hairpin right there. Side by side right there between a couple of ladies. Cassie Dent gets by Kate Anderson, but Kate stays alongside. That's positions 13th and 14th. You see on the screen there. Kate's now got 13th, and Cassie's back to 14th. Jordan Anderson running 15th at the moment. 16th is William Brock. 17th is Kat Matson. 18th is Jay Jefferson. And now Nikki Martinez comes down off this big straightaway. Now she goes through this last corner. And she'll be coming down for 2 laps to go. And she has pulled ahead big time. She has got a margin now of 2.8 seconds. But as many cars has gotten off course, so let's not give Nikki the win just yet in this first dual race now, because same thing could befall her before the last 2 laps are over. And she has been getting wide off the S's as well too, though, but not as wide as some of the other guys have gotten. It comes off this area, and then Nikki got a little wide that time right there, but she manages to keep on the racetrack here, and Mason Wood again way wide, and this time loses second and third to the cars of Taylor Gertis and Jesse Turner. Jesse Turner's another driver who will not be skunked in wins this season because he won his season at California at Auto Club Speedway. And here we go through the hairpin again for the next to last time. And now the last 4 stragglers go down through there. Martinez makes her way through this area now. She gets a little wide that turn, but keeps under control, and she'll be staring at the white flag in the last couple of after going through the last couple of corners. Fast lap of this dual race so far set by Jesse Turner at 112.335. And here comes Martinez, foot flat to the floor off the last corner. As Nikki will see the white flag, she has 1 lap remaining, and you can't help but remember what happened to her at Michigan earlier this season. Had to leave with 7 laps remaining. The engine blew up on her in front of the entire field and caused about a 20-car pileup. And she hopes that does not happen on the last lap of the race. There, she's gonna be very ginger and very easy through this area. She's going through the S's right now. She's got most of the worst part of the course maybe out of the way right now, but and now she goes to the S's area. She makes it there very smooth as they come off this area. So Nikki still got that one part of the area called the hairpin here. She comes toward that area right now. There's the hairpin right there. And there's the distance she's got on the field. And gets through there at 32 miles an hour in first gear in this area. There's Dent, there's Anderson, there's William Brock, Batson, and Anderson and Jefferson as they come down through this area. Now here comes Martinez looking for the checkered flag, possibly as she gets off this corner, and now has a couple more corners left to go to win before she gets the win here in the first dual race. She comes down through this curve right now. And then now through this big sweeping turn here, and Martinez foot flat to the floor, and she's going to be home, and she is home free right now. Off the final corner she comes, and Nikki Martinez wins race number 1 of the Japanese Twin 100s. Second place will go to Taylor Gertis. Third will go to Jesse Turner. Fourth to Mason Wood. Fifth to Rob Evans. Sixth place will go to Matt McIntyre. Seventh to Zach Winkle. Eighth to Ty Dent. Ninth to Nathan Hudson. 10th to Jake Emerson. 11th to Mitchell Collins. 12th to Ryan George. 13th, Cassie Dent. 14th will go to Kate Anderson. 15th to William Brock. 16th to Kat Batson. 17th to Jordan Anderson. And 18th to Jay Jefferson. So that's the cars that finished this race here today. Average speed 95.659 in the first dual race here. Cars out of the race were Zachary Fitzwater and Matt Haas. Those are the 2 cars out of this race here today. So we'll be back for race number 2 of the Japanese twin dual races after this. Back at Suzuka Raceway in Suzuka, Japan, we have 10 laps. We have one 10-lap race in the books, and now we got our second 10-lap race left to go here in the Japan Twin 100s. And this is race number 2. This is the top 20 in the points chase coming into Suzuka. That's going to be racing here in the second race. And an interesting lineup we got here of cars here on the pole. It is car 03 Charles Sanford on the pole for this race here. He won the season at Sonoma, California, a track about a few thousand miles away from Suzuka, I would imagine. But anyway, he's on the pole for this race here today. Alongside of him is Trent Dunham in car number 1, a Sega Chevrolet. Trent, the winner of the Brickyard 400 this season. Second row is Seth Cohen 25, the Flat Route Racing Network Chevrolet. He's alongside Zach Rogers in car number 6. Both those drivers carry in-car cameras in today's race. In the second race. Going to row number 3, we have Kev Sheeran, 69, the winner of the season at Richmond. He's alongside Levi McIntyre in the Marvel Studios WWE Zeb Bellringer SKF Ford, car number 99. Levi a winner twice this season, I think, so far. Going to next row down, our third in-car camera rides inside Jessica Shelton's car, the number 11 Budweiser Ford. She's flanked by Kyle Matthews in car number 9, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Jess has won twice this season, and so too has Matthews. He's also won twice. Next row has car number 39. It is Keith Batson, the Daytona 500 champion, and Quentin Moore, a 4-time winner this season, the number 89 Racing with Jesus Boss Hog Barbecue Sauce Ford. Next row is car number 2, Dylan Young, the winner this season at Homestead. He's flanked by Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevy, car number 3. Cole, winner of the last race. Cole, the winner of the last race on the Tour at the Southern 500 Darlington. Next row, Johnny Gardner in car 16, the Ineos Motorol Chevrolet. He's alongside Dylan Poteet, the 22 Caterpillar Dodge. Johnny's won twice this season. He won at Bristol and Rockingham early in the season, the day race at Bristol, that is. Next row, Phil Parker in car number 5, the Quaker State Chevrolet, and car number 10, Joshua Osborne in the Driven to Honor Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 20, Cole Baker in the Dollar General SKF Chevrolet, and the Z-Line Designs New York Rangers Pontiac of Angel Navarro sits alongside. Starting shotgun field will be number 43, Mike Becker in the STP Pontiac, and number 24, Tower Deaver in the DuPont Chevrolet. So that's the starting lineup for these running the second twin Japanese twin 100s here at Suzuka Raceway. As the field gets to command the fire the engines here at Suzuka. Commands begin the fire the engines here for race number 2 of the Japan Twin 100s as the field rolls off for the pace lap. We'll be back for the start right after this. Pace car is already off on the pit road here as the field makes the turn onto the front stretch here at the Suzuka race course as the green flag flies, and we are underway in the second race number 2 of the Japan Twin 100s. Through turn number one they go here. Charles Sanford jumps out in front. We've seen how interesting this course can be as the race wears on. We saw that in the first dual race here, as now Sanford, I should say Seth Cole, I should say, goes into second position. Third is Dunham. Fourth is Keb Shear. Going to fifth is Zach Rogers, about now under fire from Jessica Shelton in car number 11. And now Seth moves to the low side of Sanford for a position as they come now down. Sanford has the inside lane. Seth on the outside of the track here as they come off that corner. Sanford keeps lead for the time being. They're side by side again as they head for that sharp hairpin turn. Seth has got the preferred groove, but gets up on the rumble strips here as they come off that corner. And Charles keeps the spot for the time being now. Back, several cars got up on the rumble strips coming off that that tight hairpin. And Trent Dunham way wide going to that area. And he comes off the corner here. Didn't cost him a lot though position-wise, but he keeps the car under control. So Dunham, who started his race outside pole, is going to drop from second position back down to, let's check the dropped them back from second to 14th. So yeah, Dunham lost a lot of positions. They're going to that sandy runoff area here in Suzuka. Charles Sanford, by the way, leads this race here as it leads the first lap. Second is Seth Cole here as he tries to make the move on Charles Sanford for the lead. Keb Shear running in third position. Fourth is now Zach Rogers, and fifth, battling for fifth, is Jessica Shelton along with Levi McIntyre. As they come down through this area, that's Shelton in the 11, McIntyre in number 99, and Seth Cole's off the course on this area. Comes back almost against Levi McIntyre, and now Dylan Young also is off the course, and and back in damage on number 12, I should say on number 2, Miller Ford. He's now running alongside Phil Parker as they come down through this area. Now they're heading for that hairpin. And Parker now tries to take position away here. Dunham lost another spot there to Dylan Poteet. So back in damage on the number 2 Miller Ford of Dylan Young as he keeps the spot now from on Phil Parker. And now Dylan Poteet's off the course now in car number 22, or was off the course, I should say. Comes back up against Cole Baker in the number 20 car as they come off this turn. So leading him down to complete the second lap. It's still Stanford. Now Kev Shears up to second position. Third is now Zach Rogers. Shelton now running in fourth spot. Fifth is still Levi McIntyre now. Seth Cole's dropped to sixth position after getting off course while running second. comes down off as they come down through the S's area here as McIntyre climbing up the hill. Now they come off the hill now, or off the S's, I should say. And Charles Samer got off the course right there. We didn't see that part, excuse me, on that one. Charles is now dropped back to about fifth position there as now Kev Shear takes the lead in car 69. And here they come for the tight hairpin again. Down to all those cars heading through there at under 35 miles, under 35 miles or about 32 miles an hour. We saw in about all the cars going through that tight hairpin. But Kev Shear right now holds the lead for the moment here in car number 69 as he takes the Lemu, Emu, and Doug special up to the front of the pack now. Rogers is now up to second position. Jessica Shelton at the third spot, and right now she is 40 points behind. Kyle Matthews coming into this event at Suzuka, and right now Jess runs in third position. Kyle running back in about seventh, so she would. If she would, if not take the lead, take a bite out of Kyle's points lead. And let's go for a ride. And let's go for a ride in Jessica Shelton's car on this lap. Heads down to the S's area right here. Up ahead of her, the leader, Kev Shear in second place, Zach Rogers. Down there about 74 miles an hour through that turn here. Now heading up to that area where everybody gets a little bit wide through there. Jess gets on the rumble strips, but not into the sand, so she's good. So she's in good shape now. Heading into another turn here, and down this little straightaway right there under the bridge. And here she comes towards that hairpin. Now here she comes. Oh, baby, on the brakes she goes. First gear. 32 miles an hour through that area. Comes off the corner now through another turn. That's about 140, 150 miles an hour now. Heading for another tight corner. And down to about 72 miles an hour through this area now. On another straightaway here, third gear. Jess slams it back down in the fourth gear for the time being. Up to 176 miles an hour in this area. Now going through another turn. Down about 119 miles an hour in this area. Now heading for heading for that sweeping turn here. Blazers are all just a little bit. Down about 137 miles an hour up this area. And on the front stretch goes Jess. See how fast she hits turn number one. And into turn number one at 186 miles an hour. Now into turn number one at about 69 miles an hour now. She runs third position. She runs in third position right now. Fourth is now Levi McIntyre. I should say fourth is now Charles Semper. Fifth is Levi McIntyre. Sixth is Seth Cole. Kyle Matthews is in seventh position. Eighth is Quentin Moore. Ninth is Keith Batson. 10th is Johnny Gardner. And let's see what happens now. Batson a little bit wide through this area here. Gardner looks low, but nothing doing. Dylan Young running in 11th. 12th is Phil Parker. 13th, trying for 13th. 13th now is Trent Dunham and Mike Becker. And here they come now up to the hairpin. Dylan Poteet trying to get by the car of Angel Navarro, which he does so. So Becker's 13th, Dunham's 14th, 15th is now Poteet, 16th is Navarro, 17th is the Tower Deaver, 18th is Colt Baker, 18th is Joshua Osborne. 19th, I should say, is Joshua Osborne, and 20th is Cole Deaver. So Cole Deaver, see him right there in the back of the pack where they're running in 20th position there after his big win at Darlington. This is not the run that Deaver wanted here today at Suzuka Raceway. As we're now halfway home in race number 2 of the Japan Twin 100s. Kev Shear is the leader. Second position is still Zach Rogers. Shelton's in third. Fourth position right now is still Charles Semper as they go down to this area. And Kyle Matthews taking that turn a little bit wide, and that keeps it off the sandy area. And Dylan Young, damaged up back in and all, still is now caught up to Johnny Gardner now in car number 16. And here they come for that hairpin. So, sights and sounds of road racing Japanese style here at the Suzuka Raceway. Kev Shear continues to lead this race now as he has got 6 laps in the books, as we're now 6 laps in the books in this heat and 4 laps remaining in this race. Going through turns 1 and 2 here. Shear. There you see the battle now going on for third position between Jessica Shelton and Charles Sanford. So remember, Charles was the pole sitter for this race, and he led the first couple of laps of this race. And there's he going through the area here. Sanford and McIntyre both got a little bit wide coming off that turn, but both of them still remain under control here. And here they come for that hairpin. Kev Shear makes it through. Battle going on right here as Phil Parker and Dylan Young go at it for position. That's for 11th. Keith Batson right now running in 9th position. There, see him in the 39 car, the Daytona 500 champion. Actually, Batson's running in 8th position. He got past Johnny Gardner for that spot. Kyle Mendes running in 7th position, still in that number 9 car. At 6th is Seth Cole. 5th, up ahead of him is Levi McIntyre. 4th is Charles Sanford. 3rd is still Shelton. 2nd is still Rogers. And leading is still Kev Shearer. in that kind of a golden yellow car. Goes through turns 1 and 2. Goes through turns number 1. Now heads to the S's. Kev holds a 1.1 second advantage now over Zach Rogers as they go through the SS area now. Ooh, got off the course a little bit. Rogers got off the course. Shelton almost off course. The other car's getting a little bit wider there. Poteet and Navarro really got wide through that area. And here they come for the hairpin corner as we're now 3 laps from the finish now. We're heading for 2 to go this time by. And Trent Dunham right there tailing along in last position there. So Cole Deaver now no longer holding that last position as we last talked about that spot. So not as exciting of a race as we thought it was going to be in the first race here. At least the drivers in this first race are a little bit more careful through getting a little bit wide through the course here. In this heat, as they were in the first race here at SUZUKA Raceway, as now Kev Shearer comes down for 2 laps remaining. Rogers trying to close up, though. He didn't that time, though. 1.2 seconds is now the advantage between first and second place. Kev gets a little bit wide through that corner here. Rogers. It's also a little bit wide through that area right there, but keeps under control. And Levi McIntyre got way wide, so did Keith Batson. So McIntyre drops a couple spots here. Now Seth Cole's up to 5th, and Kyle Matthews up to 6th position now. McIntyre dropping to 7th here as they go down through as they head up toward the that hairpin. Off the hairpin corner they come here. Navarro tries to go inside of Dylan Poteet, but nothing doing. Cole Deaver picks up another spot as he got past Joshua Osborne. Is now falling in the clutches of Trent Dunham now as we're now heading for the white flag this time by for Kev Shearer. He has 1 lap remaining coming, as he'll head to the start finish line this time by, I should say. Kev makes it now heads through turns number that last corner of the track here. He sees the white flag this time by. 1 lap remaining here in the second race of the Japanese Twin 100s. Rogers in second position now. Third is still Shelton. 4th is still Sanford. 5th is now Seth Cole. 6th is Kyle Matthews. 7th is Levi McIntyre. 8th is Johnny Gardner. 9th is Quentin Moore. And 10th is Keith Batson. Heading up through this area now here. Rogers trying to hold off Shelton now as he's about falling in the clutches of her now. They've all gotten through that course, that part of the course very well. They were to go through a little bit wide here now. Shear makes it heads up toward the heads up toward the hairpin now. Off the corner they come here. They're Bats now tries to go up underneath Kyle Matthews for position now. Matthews lost a couple of spots. He got a little bit wide through that sandy runoff area in there. As I take it. Off the corner they come here. Kev Shears now got a couple more turns left to go. And number 69, Liberty Mutual, Emu and Doug, and Sheets Chevrolet. Heads through the next to last corner on the track here. Has got a little straightaway to come. And now on to a very sweeping corner. And off the last corner he comes here. Kev Shear is going to be home free as they come off that corner. And he will do it in the second dual race here in Japan. Kev Shear wins race number 2 of the Japan Twin 100s. Second place will go to Zach Rogers. Third will go to Jessica Shelton. Fourth will go to Charles Sanford, and Seth Cole will finish in 5th position. So average speed 113.082 is the average here. Caution free in the second Japanese twin dual race. Here I gave you the top 5 already here. 6th will go to Levi McIntyre. 7th to Johnny Gardner. 8th to Quentin Moore. 9th to Kyle Matthews. And Keith Batson will finish in 10th position. And that should give Jessica Shelton the points lead coming out of the race at Japan as far as that's concerned here. Rest of the finishing order for you here. Phil Parker 11th. 12th will go to Dylan Young. 13th Mike Becker. 14th Dylan Poteet. Angel Navarro. Tyler Deaver. Cole Baker, Cole Deaver, Joshua Osborne, and Trent Dunham was the rest of the finishing order in this race here today, in race number 2. So that will do it here today in the Japan Twin 100s. Congratulations again to race number 1 winner Nikki Martinez and race number 2 winner Kev Shearer here today. As you know, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got in races, we got gaming videos, we got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series. Also on his channel as well, which is in full swing. I guarantee his races are a lot better than what I have to offer on his channel as well too. So that will do it here today at Japan, here at SUZUKA Raceway. This is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Off on racing at its best. We will see you at Talladega Superspeedway for the Die Hard 500.